This is a weird thing. Something I'm gonna try. As you can see, it's one big long coil, and as you also can see probably, that it's not like perfectly etched at some spots. This is actually, I chose to make this rich thingy so small it probably wouldn't etch completely through. And it is because it's only giving me an indication where I have to cut it. Because this is an idea from Jonas Krupp. He is a long-time member from DIY Audio. So I've seen loads of his projects back in the day, and probably he's seen mine. And he replies every now and then on my videos as well. Yesterday I had like a video conversation, and he said, hey, you were playing with these ribbons things. And he actually owned the exact same printer as I do, although in better condition. I had to like clean it half an hour again to get it print properly. And he had, I guess, a little bit better model. It's the same model, but better state. Also funny, he bought it for $10 or something, or 10 euros, which is really ridiculous. With like, what did he say, 100 blocks of print or something? Ink? That's insane. That's insane much. It's also really expensive, so best buy of the year, I guess. I invested more, I don't know, maybe even 200 euros on ink by now. And now I'm recycling it, which might result in why it acts up a little bit weird with clogged nozzles and such, which I could imagine that happening because you recycle it. I don't know, but I want a new old one. This one has also loading issues, and it's a pretty pain in the ass. But anyhow, I made this with it, and we were talking ribbons, and it's hard to have a multi-trace ribbon that is long enough. And he said, yeah, you could like fold it. And I thought, yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't think that's, I don't know. Until he said, yeah, of course, well, a portion will be like crappy and triple the thickness, of course, but he said, if you want to place supports along the way anyways, I guess. And I want it indeed. So it actually doesn't matter if it's not like perfect over there at the support, because it's not playing that much at a support anyway. So I said, well, I'm gonna try it at least. Apparently I think he made some of those kind of ribbons already, so it works, I guess, at least for him. I wonder if it works for me as well. So far it's a really cool idea. So what I'm gonna do, this faint line here is gonna the width of one ribbon. So if you see how much, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, well, I don't know, a lot. It's hard to count. You get like, my eyes cannot count this. It's hard. Wait, it's like 2 ribbons a band. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 pieces of around 26 centimeters or something. So yeah, that's a really long ribbon. You can make a really long ribbon with it. So I might, just for a tester, do a small one. So I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, I think. That will net result in like 1 meter. I only have metal right now that's 65 centimeters, so I think that would be good to try. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna cut it. And on this line that's not perfectly etched all the way through. But that's no problem, because I am gonna cut it here, so. So that's our ribbon. And now I have to, and this I never tried, so I don't know if this works. I'm gonna make intermediate cuts It might all sound like I don't know what you're doing, but you might if I finish this. So I want to cut it from about here. And then here. A perfectly ribbon from one piece would be cooler, but at this moment I was still thinking about how to do that actually. And he was thinking about that as well, apparently. He came up with this. And it might not be ideal, but if it works. So I think I cut it all. I don't know. So now we're gonna do some folding, and I thought about it. Maybe I add some sort of glue in the folding joints or something. I don't know. So what's easy? Yeah, where to start? So if this is the thing. Start out here. So I should be able to, if I cut it all the way through at least. I goddamn hope so. This whole process might be easier if I still had it on some sort of backing paper. Might need to remove the rest of the coil here. Ooh, this is gonna be fiddly. Didn't I cut it all the way through? I need to remove this one here. That's stuck. So now I should be able to fold this one over. I could have done this all maybe before I cut it. That might be easier, I don't know. So I'm gonna fold it on itself. You might think, why are you doing that? That's stupid. He probably figured it out how to do this well. And I'm doing this for the first time. And then I thought, I fold it this way. Now I got a weird patch here. That I could like, oh, it's also out of frame. I'll zoom in. A weird patch here where it's folded. But when the thing becomes longer, it's harder to do. So you actually want to maybe cut it when you're gonna fold it instead of first cut them all and then fold it. Because now I have to flip in this one, but they're actually loose, so might be hard. Gonna try anyway. Don't want to waste this material. Not so much the material, more the effort. So this one is loose. And now I need to loosen up this one. He's probably laughing when he sees this. Like, you're doing it all wrong. Or, I did that as well, that's a stupid mistake, it doesn't work. I can say, well, I didn't know. So I cut it where it moves over to the next thing. So now I have to fold this, which is gonna be hard, I think. This is by far an ideal method, I think, but this might be the only method to use a printer like this to create a long ribbon. And that's actually quite cool. I kind of thought about doing something like this, but I thought it's never gonna work. But since he already did it, here I made it 3 times as long. Now I'm gonna do the 4th time. Since he done it already, apparently it does work, so that's quite cool. Now I fold this one. Is this in frame? Because it's even weird when I had to think about how to do it. So I'm gonna fold this one on top, ooh, perfectly on top of the previous one. I hope at least. And then flip it over. Ha! So now we got a really long ribbon and it is connected. Or it's supposed to be connected. Now if you had like supports here, here and well at all these fold places, then still you got a ribbon of like 22 centimeters or something. It doesn't even fit the frame, so long is it. I think it's a meter. Which could well be because I used 4. Let's see if we can corrugate it. Now the big question is, do you need to do you need to glue it to be able to corrugate it? We're gonna find out. I'm just gonna feed it in the corrugation this time and not make too much hassle of it. So I'm gonna feed it in on the top while I turn it, and then it should come out the other way. And let me first check if this is in frame. No. So I need to stick it in here, which is hard. Okay. Then I want to feed it as straight as possible. Then you got the fold, and this is where this is gonna be the funny bit. Oop. That's all completely out of frame, of course, but that's for the last fold. I don't dare to stretch this now. Dude. I might be pleasantly surprised. Of course, you got this overlap. I would imagine putting a tape there or something to maybe hold it together a bit more before putting it through, but you can see there it's weird. That's where one of these folds is. So you need to support it there. I think if I do it again, I'll just do some sticky stuff in between, so you know it stays like that. Now I need to have a support on the back side to here you can see that's where the fold is. So this is 9 micron aluminum foil. So this ribbon, if I would use this, would be too high of a impedance. I think 5 ohm or something, maybe higher. So I could get away with only 3 rows. Now you got like 4 traces, I could get away with 3. I do like the blue somehow. It's kind of cool. So yeah, Jonas. Now, thank you. It actually, I think it works, and maybe if I, improve my skills to do it right, it might even work. And you probably knew already, but for me, it sounded really like this is never gonna work. And of course, a continuous ribbon would be nicer, I think. But this could well work. If I make the folds sticky, I'm pretty sure it's doable. So I might try that with the next one. And only do the cutting as well after folding. Although this was still doable, so I don't know. I cannot stretch it. Normally you can see that the corrugation is not even everywhere. It's because I sometimes put pressure on it when I corrugated and sometimes I didn't. But you can get rid of it by pulling it out a bit, because the corrugation is quite heavy. It doesn't need to be that heavy, so you even it out. But since these folds are not glued together, I cannot pull it. I might unfold it and pull the thing apart. And it's of course now really hard to glue together because I already corrugated it. So what I'm gonna do is probably gonna, if you got the stuff here, I might make a sort of spray template or something, or just tape it off and then spray these top side and the bottom side. And then when you flip it like this, it attaches. And then I actually need to spray the inside as well. So in short, I need to spray both sides. The inside here, and on this side. And I could do this with contact adhesive, and then it doesn't stick like permanently to the glass, but it will when I folded it over. It should stick, but you have to fold it completely accurate in one go. You cannot correct it. Might ask him how he did that, or if he did that. Anyhow, that's it for now. Bye bye.